Hello everyone. Today we will be doing the chapter 1 of class 9th, that is matter in our surroundings. Now, what is matter? Anything that occupies space and it has got some mass is termed as matter. Suppose we'll take example this marker. Okay, it has got some weight, or you can say it has got some mass, and if I'll keep it somewhere, suppose on my hand, it is occupying some space. So anything that occupies space and has mass is termed as matter. The states of matter, there are 5 states of matter, but in 9th class we will be doing only the 3 states of matter. The physical states, that is the solid, liquid and gas. The matter, it can be divided into according to the physical state in the 3 states: solid, liquid and gas. Now the solids, as you can see in this picture, the molecules, or you can say the particles in the solids, they are tightly packed. Next, if we look to the liquid, the particles, they have some space between them, and in the gases the particles are far apart and there is a lot of space between the particles. Now we will study about the properties of solid, liquid and gas. Now look at this picture. The molecules, or you can say the particles inside the solid, they are tightly packed. In the liquid there is a space between the particles, and in the gases also there is a space between the particles, and there is a lot much of space between the particles in the gases as comparing to the liquid. Now if we talk about their shape and volume, solid, they have got definite shape. Like if we talk about this marker, it has got a definite shape. There is a shape for this marker and there is some volume for the marker. And if we talk about the liquid, they do not have definite shape. We'll take example. If you have water in your glass, and the water takes the shape of the glass, and you pour that water into the other beaker, maybe a bottle. When you pour that liquid into a bottle, the liquid takes the shape of the bottle. Means the liquid does not have definite shape, but they have definite volume. Next is gases. Gases, neither they have definite volume nor they have definite shape. We'll talk about the gases. Now when you spray perfume, when it was inside the bottle of perfume, it was having some volume, or it was having some shape of that container, but as soon as you spray that perfume, you will see the molecules of that perfume mixes with the gas and the volume of the gas increases. Means the gas does not have any definite shape, nor it has got any definite volume. The next property is about the intramolecular space. You can see in the solids, the intramolecule space, first of all, intramolecular space, what it means, the space between these molecules, the molecules of the solid. You can see there is hardly any space between the molecules of the solid. So the intramolecular space is least in the solids, or it is at all not there. In the liquids, as comparing to the solids, the intramolecular space increases. You can see there is a space between the molecules, isn't? And the intramolecular space in the gases, it is maximum. You can say here it is of medium. Now we have observed that the intramolecular space in the solid is minimum, medium in the liquid and maximum in the gases. Now just suppose it to that we have the intramolecular force. The force of attraction, what is intramolecular force? The force of attraction between the two molecules, or the molecules present in this substance. Now where the intramolecular space is least, जहाँ space least होगा वहाँ force maximum होगा. Means the molecular force is maximum in the solids. And here we have studied that the intramolecular space is medium, so the force will be also medium, same. And the intramolecular space in the gases, it is maximum, so the force of attraction between the molecules will be least. We'll study again. See, if the intramolecular space is less, so the force will be maximum. If the intramolecular space is maximum, so the force will be least. जिसमें हमारा molecular space ज़्यादा है, उसमें क्या होगा? हमारा molecular force कम होगा. Now these three states, solid, liquid and gas, you can change these states like solid into liquid, liquid into gas and solid directly to the gas. How can you change the states of matter in other state? There's a process, heating or cooling. By the two processes you can interchange the states with the help of heating and cooling. Suppose if you heat any solid, it changes to liquid, and if you heat any liquid, it changes to gas, isn't? And if you cool any gas, it will change to liquid, and if you cool a liquid, it will change to solid. Now if we change solid into liquid, liquid into gas, we'll study what are these processes called. When you take solid and you heat the solid, you are heating a solid and it changes to liquid. Changing of solid into liquid on heating is known as melting. This process is termed as melting. When you heat a liquid, when you are heating a liquid and it changes to gas or the vapor forms, that is known as evaporation. Now the reverse process, if you cool a gas, then the gas, when it cools, it will change to liquid, and that process is known as condensation, or you can say it condenses. When you cool down a liquid, it gets frozen or it freezes, and that is known as solid. Means if you cool a gas, it will change to liquid. If you cool a liquid, it will change to solid. If you heat a solid, it will change to liquid. If you heat a liquid, it will change to gas. And directly we have our process when solid changes to gas or gas changes to solid. Directly process, that is known as sublimation. The process in which the solid directly changes to gas or the gas directly changes to solid, that process is known as sublimation. We have example for that, like you have seen that naphthalene bowls or we can say camphor bowls, when they are kept in open, they directly change to gas. That is the example for sublimation. Here we have other example also, solid changing to liquid. If you take a chocolate and you will keep it outside in hot temperature, it will start melting, and that is the example for melting. Other example, like when you boil water, you take in a beaker, when you start boiling that water, it starts changing into vapor form. Means when you are heating a liquid, it will change to vapor. Next is when you take liquid and you cool down that liquid, or you keep that liquid into freezer or below 0 degrees Celsius. Now that liquid will change to solid. Generally in your refrigerators, you keep water in the freezer to get it to change it into ice. So that is the example of freezing. Just now we have started that when we cool a gas, it changes to liquid. There is one more process by which you can change gas into liquid, that is by compressing. When you compress a gas under some pressure, or you can say gas when it is under the pressure, it changes to liquid. We have example for that, LPG and your CNG.